Let's take a look at the captivating realm of impact-oriented saving and investing. You might think that aligning your financial choices with your desire to make a positive impact is a straightforward process, akin to selecting items in a grocery store. Yet, when it comes to your finances, things can get a bit more complicated. In this video, we are going to explore the nuances of maximizing your positive impact through saving and investing. When we talk about our personal impact, it often has to do with the way we consume. We believe that buying more organic products increases demand, which in turn affects the supply by food companies. Similarly, many think investing in green companies works in the same way. But as you'll see, financial markets don't work like supermarkets. As an investor, it's crucial for you to distinguish between company impact and investor impact. Let's find out more in this video.
Is this portfolio alignment exactly the same as impact? No, it isn't. For instance, an investor like Emma can buy a fund that's aligned with the Paris climate goals. The companies in this fund can then only produce as much emissions as they are allowed to, according to internationally recognized climate scenarios. Or they must build out as much green technology as calculated in the scenarios. So far, so good. The portfolio is Paris aligned, but can the providers of this fund say that Emma is saving exactly X tons of emissions with her investment? No, this type of promise would be misleading. Alignment might contribute to reducing or preventing emissions in the real economy, but specific conditions have to be met. For example, Emma withdraws her money from a company that emits a lot of greenhouse gases. This could send a signal to other companies that they should also change their production plans. If other investors also joined in, these companies might have problems financing their activities. However, the extent to which these kinds of actions can have an effect in the real economy is still being researched. So far, it is not enough, especially for retail investors, that their portfolio is aligned with the Paris Agreement. When Emma sells her shares in a misaligned company, then someone else buys them. The securities are changing hands, but companies' emissions remain. An impact approach works differently. Here, the focus is on the contribution that an investor like Emma makes with her investment. One shall not confuse the investor impact with a company impact. A company may have a positive impact on the real economy, while its investors have none. Emma could, for example, invest in a sustainable company that otherwise would have no difficulty finding other funders. In such a case, it is very improbable that CO2 emissions have been reduced thanks to Emma's efforts.
So, as we just learned, company impact assesses a company's contributions to social and environmental goals, while investor impact focuses on how investors generate positive changes through their investment decisions. Now, let's delve into the different ways you can maximize impact through your savings and investments. Step 1. Check your bank account. Ask yourself, is my bank using my savings to support sustainable projects? This could include renewable energy projects, clean transportation, water conservation, social programs, and more. In essence, is my bank using my deposits and savings to finance projects that match my values? But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are another 3 less well-known routes to impactful investing. First, providing capital to projects and enterprises that might otherwise struggle to secure traditional financing. Investing in these positive projects can lead to job creation, technology development, and the advancement of sustainable practices. Secondly, providing better financial conditions than conventional financial products. This can help sustainable projects or young startups to grow or to be realized. These options empower you to be a catalyst for change in a very practical way. By providing funding and potentially better financial conditions, you're fueling growth in places where it's needed. And now third, if you're leaning towards public investment funds, funds that can be traded in exchanges, impact is all about the so-called investor stewardship. Remember, as an investor, you're a stockholder in the companies you are invested in. Your voice matters, and you have rights, especially if you are a shareholder. The more shares you hold, the more influence you wield. Large fund managers can engage with companies directly through dialogue and voting, and thus can push for more sustainable practices. And if you're hungry for more knowledge about maximizing the impact of your money, we've got you covered. Check out our podcast, MyFairMoney, the Impact Investing Podcast, for in-depth discussions on this topic. But if you're looking for a quick shortcut to discover high-impact financial products, our product database on MyFairMoney is your go-to resource. Remember, your financial choices can have real effects and may inspire others. So why not make them count? There you have it. Understanding how to make the most of your savings and investments is a journey worth taking.